Well, hello, hello. It must be Thursday because here I am coming live and for the love of dragons. How did it get to be Thursday so quick, everybody? Is it like mid-October already? 2019 is almost over. Do you remember when 2020 sounded so far away? I know at the turn of the millennia, 2000, I thought, oh man, 2020, that's ages away. And here it is already just around the corner. And that's sort of astounding me because things are flying energetically, physically in our journey. I just feel like it's ramped up and going. And you guys are probably feeling the same. So we're going to talk about some of that today. Hello, Misty. Hi, Rhiannon. So for those of you that don't know me or haven't seen my lives before, we have a lot of new members in the group. My name is Araya Anra, also known as Tana in my dragon form. And I essentially am a guide to help people connect to the dragons. I am a dragon. It's my job and responsibility here on Earth to be that guide and help people connect, because for many of you out there, even though for some it might be hard to fathom at this point, you are actually in your first and foremost incarnation on a soul level dragon. And that's why the dragons resonate so deeply with you. That's why you feel this heart pull, this heart call to anything dragon, whether it's art, whether it's clothing, whether it's a sculpture. So that's what I do. I come in live every week, Thursdays at 2 o'clock, roughly. The dragons don't like to be pinned down. To share different topics, different things that are part of the journey in waking up to the dragons and waking up to your dragon. And even just waking up, period, the spiritual journey and your expansion and why there's all these different things going on. So apologize, I'm still coughing. If you guys have been watching me for the 3 or 4 weeks I've been back since Tibet, my voice is still not on track. So I'm trying to get the next set of meditations out on the website, available for download and purchase before Christmas. But I'm being held off for some reason. My vocal cords are just not responding and my cough is ever present. So still working on that. Anyway, what we're talking about today, I got a great question or a comment on the live last week from Ryan in California. And I was talking about how quite often, and you guys have heard me talk about this in the last 2 years if you've been listening to any of my videos, I'm often woken up at 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, can't go back to sleep. My guides are present, the dragons are present, they're wanting to communicate and connect and commune on something. And that's hard. It's a hard schedule to get used to. And I found myself needing to go to bed earlier, knowing that I would be woken up so that I could just get up gratefully and gladly and without any negative feelings and just go do that work from 3:30 or 3 to 5, 5:36, whatever. Sometimes it went through the whole morning. So you guys are also experiencing that sometimes. And last week I talked about it as a fact of I've gotten to a different place in my journey, and at least for now I've said kibosh on the 3:30 a.m. guys. I need to sleep. I need to catch up. I need my body to catch up to all the physical integration from Tibet, all the activations we did, all the energy I was holding and carrying. So I need a break. I need some good sleep. And darn if I haven't been having the most beautiful rest, 7, 8, 9 hour stretches in a row, which is uncommon for me. So I'm really, really grateful for that. But Ryan's question was, why is it that they wake us up? Hello, Susan, and we've had a bunch of people jump on the call. Nancy, nice to see you. Leandro, nice to see you. So why exactly, what's happening? Why are they waking you up? And I wanted to address it. It's a great question because a lot of us are hanging on that. Like, what is this about? Why do my guides do that, even if it's not the dragons? And if you think about it timing-wise, there's that information out there always that, hi Nancy, the veils are thinnest in the hours just before dawn. And then if you've ever done an early morning meditation practice, you'll know that sunrise hour is almost magical. And the pre-sunrise hours are equally so. I remember being in Thailand at the monastery where I learned to meditate, or remembered how to meditate, actually. I was there and we had a sunrise meditation every day for the 10 days I was there. Granted, I'm not a morning person. I don't like to get up at sunrise or before sunrise. Many of you probably don't either, right? But I do find that once I'm awake, I love watching the sun come up. And I have had my most powerful meditations and connections either at that sunrise hour or at that sunset hour when the veils are the thinnest. And so in those hours pre-dawn, our guides are waking you up so that you are alert and fully conscious, fully present with what they're bringing in and what your thoughts are about and what space you go into during those hours just before sunrise, so that you are prepared for that real clear opening of the gates at sunrise if there's any specific energies or information that's supposed to come through for you. I have found that when I'm woken, especially if I have a project that is sort of in creation mode, like when I pulled together the Eye of the Dragon program, which enrollment's open, you guys. If you don't know about it, email me for information. It's a 4-month immersion, and we're starting January 14th, 2020. The group is building now. Really excited to have oodles of interviews set up for next week with all the applications I've had thus far, but there's only 9 spots. So that's why an application interview process. Please let me know if you're interested and want to know more, especially all you newbies in the group. So in a project creation like that, or when I need to connect, like that one was created with Metatron and Galadrius, who is a magnificent universal dragon, comes from very far away. And those powers that be, those energies to connect with those dimensional planes really needs a clear field. I needed to be in a clear space. So when that came together, and this is just one example of projects that I do, I was up in the wee hours consistently so that I could connect with them, so that I was in a clear space. And I do find that my creative mode is in its most clear space in those hours as well. Everything's quiet. My kids are asleep. There's no responsibilities or distractions there. The dogs are usually even asleep. And I find that in that quiet space, I'm able to connect to my higher self more clearly and bring it through. So when your guides are coming in, or your dragons, and they might be both, you might have dragon guides working with your celestial guides to bring you into the next space. So honor it as a time when it's not going to last forever. Typically in my earlier years of my spiritual development, I would have it last for maybe 2-3 weeks and would have a period of growth and expansion. And so that's what it's about. They're trying to get you into a space where in those wee hours, they can connect more directly with you. And you might not even think you're having direct communication with them. You might think, well, I'm up and I don't feel anything. But if you try to meditate, or you get consistent with trying to meditate in those hours, you will start to have better and better results. Or you'll start feeling or sensing things either temperature-wise or kinetic-wise, maybe pressure in the head, that they're trying to learn or create a way to communicate directly with you. For those of you that are already very connected telepathically and intuitively to those realms, then you will probably notice, like, wow, I'm much easier to go in meditation, much less distraction, so clear of a space. So that's why they're doing it. They're actually coming in for a purpose, because they're getting your attention at that hour. And they're trying to, because there's some very important things that they want to take you through in your next phase of growth. So look at it as a great sign that you're in a period of growth. I'm not surprised that quite a few of you have mentioned that you're feeling that since Tibet. We had such high energies and integrations still happening. They're still happening from that whole set of energetic work that I did over there. And as that is in play and integrating, it's taking everyone about that. It's taking everyone up to a new space in their expansion. And so it's a natural time for them to jump in and say, all right, let's really take advantage here and really boost this. Let's really take it forward. So if that's happening for you, honor it. Get up, be grateful, light a candle, set an altar space to go and sit at, even for 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe they're getting you creative ideas of projects you need to bring through. What is your true work? What is your expansion? Maybe they're trying to get you to have time. Maybe you're in a job that is 40, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. You know it's not your passion, but it's paying the bills. It's what you've been led into through societal upbringing, life, whatever, and you've been feeling a calling towards something else, but you don't know what it is. I guarantee you, if you start getting up in the wee hours when they're trying to get your attention and just have that quiet time, or have a book about that subject that you've been like really drawn to, whether it's maybe Reiki or sound and light healing or mastery with feng shui or any side that doesn't have to be energetic work. Those come to the top of my mind because I'm in this field. So if you've been thinking about something, maybe being a reflexologist or a massage therapist or just switching into maybe a gardening field, something in nature, some way to preserve or create a nonprofit. That's the time when they're trying to get you even the hours to commit to yourself to have the quiet reading space or study space, or even looking at information about programs that are out there so that you can actually start to make the steps towards that and really satisfy your soul's desires, because we're moving into a space where we're really starting to align with our truest selves. That's the whole point of the Dragonheart program that I do. The Eye of the Dragon is the first half of that. And that is really aligning people to their truest essence of being, to their true soul self, and merging that into this human form so that you know you're on track. What is your purpose? Why am I here? It's something that may or may not be aligned with what you're doing physically in the world right now. So those guides coming in and waking you up, those dragons coming in, and they might be coming in heavy. They might be making you really hot. You might be waking up because you're hot. Doesn't necessarily mean, especially if you're a woman in your 40s or 50s, that it's premenopausal or menopausal. It could be the dragons coming and saying, all right, this is the one where we're going to get to wake her up. Make the bed so hot that like covers are thrown off, and we got to just like go cool off, take a cool shower. That will get you up out of bed, right? They'll use crazy tactics, I swear, but it's going to be something that gets your attention and gets you up. So I hope that fits and makes sense to everybody. Hello, Linda. Good to see you. And I've got Misty on the line, and Bertrand and Susan. Great to see all you guys. Thanks for coming on today. I do want to mention, I don't know if you can see my pendant. I'm wearing one today. This is my water dragon symbol pendant. And I haven't put the word out too much out there because I have limited numbers. I had some made of all 13 of the symbols that are in the book for the elementals, the black, white, the crystal, the gold, copper, and silver dragons of Orion, and Sirius A, B, and C dragons, Mayarchon, Amarchon, and Asherchon. So if you haven't gotten the book yet, this might not make sense to you yet, but I encourage you to get it because it's not only available in my ebook format on the website, dragonwithin.com, but it's now on Amazon.com in Kindle, paperback, hardcover. Very excited about that. Been waiting years for that to come together. And just around the corner, I'm going to be releasing the same Kindle, paperback, hardback in French and Spanish. Woohoo! We are going to go global with the dragons. They're in 43 countries already with the book, but very excited for the Spanish market to actually have it in their language so they really understand it, because we've had the French for a long time, but now the Spanish are ready to come on. So, and welcome to those. We have some new Spanish folks in the group, whether they're from Mexico or Spain. I know there's both, but welcome. Bienvenidos. I know that having those contacts will push my Spanish to improve. But in the book, there are symbols that help work with and meditate with the dragons. This is the one for the water dragon. These came through originally when I was working and drawing the work through for the guidebook. And I grabbed a handful just to show you because I don't have great numbers. I've offered them first, the limited number I have to those in my programs. But whatever doesn't get taken through that, I will start offering to you guys. So if you are interested in pendants or keychains, you can have either. This, for example, they're 2 inches high. They are made of methacrylate, which is, it's a high level plastic that's known for its durability, strength, and scratch resistance. So they won't get all scratched up. How great is that? And this is just until, if you guys know a jeweler out there that can help me make these on the real stones and with the real metals, that's my eventual goal to have, because that frequency is going to be that much higher. But these have been infused with the frequency of each of the dragons. So that, for example, is the silver dragon, Rihanna, and we've got here the black dragon, and here's the one from Mayarchon, the divine feminine aspect with Sirius B, or Sirius A, excuse me. Here's the white dragon there. And there's 13 of them. I've just grabbed a handful to show you some of my favorites that were right on my dresser where I pick ones I wear different days. And here's the gold dragon. So as I said, they're pendants or keychains. And if you're interested, there's going to be limited numbers until I can order more, which may or may not be before Christmas. So if you want them as a Christmas gift for yourself or someone else, email me so that after my program members, book club members, Dragonheart members, have their first dibs, then I will be able to offer them to you guys. So if I have a list of people on email, they'll be getting the emails from me first of, hey, this is available. So I wanted to put that out there and let you know that. I guess that's it for today. I'm very excited about all the applicants for the Eye of the Dragon. I know it's going to be an amazing group to come together. And the last 2 years of the program, those that are completing it or have completed it, I would say hands down have had so much transformation in their life and their being, as far as really moving into alignment with who they be and feeling their dragon present, really feeling a lot more clarity and having all of their clair senses, their clairvoyance, their clairaudience, clairalience for some of them, clairsentience, clairgustance. I don't know too many clairgustance, but claircognizance as well. Those abilities, as you start to align with yourself, and as we do all the work where you initiate into each of the dragon lineages, we work with them very directly and very deeply to do the cleansing on a foundational basis through all your energy bodies, as well as learning all kinds of other things with sacred geometry and different aspects of the multidimensional universe or universes. We go into lots of different deep topics along the way, because the dragons hold it all. They're holding that grid, and they have so much to show you and open you to. And it's in that clearing, that deep cleansing clearing, that initiation with them, that you, as you start to align to your energy body, your light body, which is your dragon self, it can come in more readily, so that you have all those things open up, so that you have that line of communication, and your heart song starts to align to you, so that you can not only hear it, but know what frequency it resides on, so that you know what you're supposed to be doing with yourself and with your time, and where your joy and passions are. So let me know if you're interested or need information. Anyway, wishing you good night's sleep, maybe, or wishing you night wakings to see what progress gets made. So wherever you are in your journey, if you have questions or other topics that you want to see, I put this out there this week also on a post. I am considering doing some 2 to 3 hour mini classes. A lot of you folks can't make my programs, the book clubs and things I've had in the past, because they're run midweek Pacific Standard Time. For a lot of you, that fits with the evening European hours, or the East Coast later evening or early evening hours. But a lot of you can't make those, and so Saturday mornings, my time, maybe on a weekend, I will do a 2 or 3 hour mini class. So let me know what topics you guys want to see. When I see a whole bunch of people on the same sort of general focus topic, I know that that's going to be one that we want to offer first. So just putting that out for ideas. I'm always open for questions, ideas, because it lets me give you guys what you're looking for. It lets me give you the tools. That's why I'm here. My job is to give you tools to open you on your journey with the dragons. So as you see on the website, dragonwithin.com, you've got the book now in multiple formats. You can't say that there's not a format for you, right? There's multiple meditations now and more coming online in the next few months. In multiple languages. We've got the book club, we've got the Eye of the Dragon program, we've got one-on-one sessions, we've got dragon readings. There is something for everyone here, and now we have the pendants as well that energetically hold that frequency to help pull them in, or just feel that energetic presence. If you're working with a heart opening and you need Rihanna, the silver dragon, around you, or the crystal dragon, or the water dragon, this is a way to help bring that energy around you all day long at work, to remind you of it, to help you feel it, and just know that presence is there. So I'm going to wish you guys a fabulous Thursday. I will look forward to seeing you next week. And shoot me those questions, email or post or private messages. I love to read them all. Have a great day. Bye, guys.